It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Minnesota Vikings. Next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Twin Cities and US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, the home of the Vikings. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we got a couple of teams who love to throw the football, and you know how guys say, hey, we're not going against the other offense, we're going against the other team's defense. Greg, these star wide receivers, you know they're watching what the other guy does on the field here today.
Oh, in their minds, there's no question. They are competing against one another, and I think that's what makes this league so fun is when these guys, they know each other, they study each other, they work together in the off seasons. A lot of times they're friends. Come game day, there is no question. At the end of this one, yes, they want their teams to win come this offseason.
It's Jake Elliott ready to get this one kicked off. And off we go from Minneapolis. Isaiah Rodgers now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. They are led by the man who led Michigan to the national championship in 2023, quarterback J.J. McCarthy.
Mike, when you put the film on of J.J. McCarthy, what really jumps off the screen is his ability to display footwork both inside and outside the pocket. And those movement throws, especially in today's NFL, they are so critical. On top of all that, he has a lot of trust in his arm. He's not afraid to attack tight windows. If he can continue to develop, continue to hone this obvious talent, he could really be
right away, they're coming after him, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game.
Prior to the opening kickoff, the home crowd is rocking. They're on their feet cheering. Well, one play in, got a little quieter in here. This defense came out, and they took the fight right to him, able to bring the quarterback down for an opening play sack to get their defense settled into this one.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Now here's Aaron Jones. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
So on 4th down, out comes Ryan Wright to punt for Minnesota, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. Now fair catch, signal for, and made here at about the 43-yard line. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time, and leading them out, their quarterback. It's Jalen Hurts.
This is someone who just seems like every year they just get better and better, Mike, right? I mean, think back, whether it was Alabama to Oklahoma to being a Heisman finalist, going from a backup role to MVP candidate. His development has been fun to watch, and now he's universally considered one of the best all-around quarterbacks in the league, and if they want to leave here with a win, they're going to need him to be just that.
First carry for Saquon Barkley, and some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Barkley. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. knifing in and dropping him for a loss. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Man in motion is Smith. On 3rd down, it's Hurts. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
Sacks are drive killers. There is no greater correlation between a defense getting off the field and the ability to rush the quarterback. And when they come on 3rd down, that number just goes up.
So on 4th down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. Now fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line. The Vikings offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. They motion the slot man left. McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. That's to the outside, and he's got Jefferson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Up the middle, here's Jones. And this will wind up a Vikings 1st down as he'll take this forward to the 27. They run it once more with Jones. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Reed Blankenship coming up from a safety spot to make the stop. McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Now a handoff. Jones. And he's going to get him a 1st down here across midfield and down to the 45. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, here's McCarthy. That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
3rd and 6. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. He's got his man, Jefferson. A nice throw by the rookie out of Michigan. It's going to be good enough for a first down.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
A run. It's Jones. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Again, it's Jones. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
On the give, it's Jones. He'll fight forward for a short pickup to the 16. We get a stoppage. There's an injured player. It is T.J. Hawkinson who was shaken up on that last play. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's Jones. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Great job there by the defensive lineman. You can see, Mike, why he is one of the best interior players in the entire league, using his strength and his speed to get through into the backfield, take the running back down for a loss.
To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. That one into the hands of Jefferson. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Big time pitch and catch there on 3rd down to extend this drive. Feels like they've got to come away with 6. You want to strike first. It'll go a long way in determining how the rest of this game plays out.
They keep finding ways to keep this drive alive, and they're set up now for 1st and goal. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. Under pressure, and now he's going to go down back at the 8-yard line.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
It's back at the 8 now for 2nd and goal. Now McCarthy. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's in. Touchdown, Vikings. On now for the extra point. Here's Will Reichert. The kick is good. And the Vikings will take a 7-0 lead. Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. The ball comes out, and the defense has it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay, so this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Man in motion is Smith. Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. His throw left side is complete. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's a really critical conversion here because after not scoring on your opening drive, you just can't afford to follow that up with a 3 and out. So you find yourself down 7-0. Sustain this drive and at the very least, see if you can come away with some points.
Hurts going to fire this one out to Smith. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down.
Nice job bouncing back there on 2nd down. 1st down, they gave up way too many yards and put them in 2nd and short. But now they can gain some of that back with that sack and brings up third and medium, and the likelihood of getting off the field just went up.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. Throwing is Hurts. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. 1 quarter in the books. 7-0 is our score. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. On 4th down, it's Jake Elliott time for the Eagles. This officially a 58-yard attempt. And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And they are not able to draw closer.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
Here's 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. They'll go play action here with McCarthy. That's into the hands of Aaron Jones. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
They'll run. He'll try the left side now. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. That's caught left side by Hawkinson. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Here's McCarthy. Here comes the screen to Jones. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. So it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, on comes the rookie, Will Reichard, to try this Viking field goal. Reichard's kick is good. And the Vikings will extend to a 10-0 lead. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it 1st down. Back to the ground after the penalty. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down. They'll stick with him again. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Just a great way to finish off a drive, and it was something they thought they had a matchup advantage all week long, was in the ground game. And you can see here, they executed at the offensive line. He got some nice blocks downfield from his wide receivers and tight ends, and he was able to do the rest.
Will Reichard now on for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Vikings move out on top, 14-0. Reichard out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. Avery Williams on the return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. This offense and their running back heading back on the field. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. And in motion is Brown. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? The guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And now, that's obviously not the case anymore. But this is one of those that still gives defensive players a bad rap.
On play action, here's Hurts. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time, and it'll be 3rd down.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
The Vikings offense headed back to take over once more. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this second quarter, looking to run away with this one before halftime. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. On play action, here's McCarthy. That's caught downfield by Jefferson. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a 1st down.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Receiver in motion, headed left. This is Jones. He'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Sidney Brown, there on the tackle. Second and 7. To the right side. This is Jones. Maybe a couple there. It's third down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. And it sets up fourth down.
Anytime you run a draw, you're hoping the linebacker reads pass and starts dropping into his pass coverage. That's what creates space for your running back to get going. Well, not this time. The linebacker saw it from the jump. He's able to penetrate in the backfield and take the runner down for a loss.
Reichard's kick is good. And the Vikings stake themselves to a 17-0 lead. So a big mistake there. Roughing call on the field goal try. It gives them an automatic first down. To throw is McCarthy. Inside the 10, it is caught. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a first and goal now. Tackle made at the 9.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
Ball resting on the 9. First down and goal. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. That is caught back corner of the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. Reichard now to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Vikings will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. Reichard out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. This one taken at the 7. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Eagles' offense about ready to take over once more. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have two or three that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
Man in motion is Brown. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Got a man left side. It's caught. He is in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Jake Elliott now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles get back in it. It is 21-7. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Ty Chandler now to bring it back. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here comes Aaron Jones and the Viking offense as they take over once more. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Quick throw, taken in. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Jones now on 1st and 10. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Receiver in motion, going right. Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson on that one. And now it's going to be 3rd down.
It's one of those balls where the quarterback wishes there was a string. The second it came out of his hand, he wished he could just pull it back because from the moment it left his hand, that looked like a sure interception, and the only reason it wasn't because the defender just flat out dropped it.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
Here's Ryan Wright now. He'll punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And no run back here. Fair catch taken at the 17-yard line. The Eagles' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Running from the pistol with Barkley. Barkley's got the 1st down and more. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
Watch the running back's patience here, Mike. He's slow, and then he hits it. That's the key here. If he goes too fast, their linemen aren't ready yet. Really well executed. Great run.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Sending a receiver right. 2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. We'll have more from Minneapolis after this. On 1st down, it's Hurts. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. A pistol snap back to Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. The defense still arguing about that pass interference call, but their focus needs to be a stop. They face 1st and goal. Under pressure, and now he's going to go down back at the 8-yard line.
To play in the NFL, you got to have a short-term memory because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. And in this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Hurts. And this one is caught, but the momentum, that'll take him out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Could not get himself turned upfield. So the last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a 1st down. Man in motion is Brown. Here's Hurts. He will fight his way to the end zone. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Elliott on now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Eagles draw closer here. It's 21-14. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Chandler now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense can see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. First and 10. Working out of the shotgun, it is nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. Third and long. This time they stay on the ground. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock. Here's their punter now, as he is on to punt for Minnesota. And the receiver with a fair catch, taken successfully, and that's where he'll turn it over to the offense. The Eagles offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. They'll put a receiver in motion right. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And they're going to get him down right at the 25. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down. So we have reached halftime with these two teams separated by a touchdown. As we'll get you down to Orlando now, that's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Michael, thanks very much as we welcome you into our downtown Orlando studios and the EA Sports Halftime Report. The Vikings got a good performance in the first half from their quarterback, J.J. McCarthy. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half, about to get started. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Hurts to the air on first down. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. From out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Great job here by the defense, making sure that they have one defender responsible for the running back and one responsible for the quarterback. In this case, they decide to give it to the back. He's taken down for a loss.
Once again, it's Barkley. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got him going backwards now, Mike, and this is a worrying trend. We've seen it now the last 2 plays. They have to be able to generate some leverage at the point of attack. Count on positive yardage in the run game.
On 3rd down, here's Hurts. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. And he will score! Devontae Smith, touchdown Philadelphia. A beautiful combination in the air there, the pass downfield, and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
On is Elliott to add the extra point. His kick is good, and the Eagles will even the score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Chandler now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The home team's offense and J.J. McCarthy getting set for their next possession. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position. Has the offense running at a high efficiency throughout, and will try to sustain it here down the stretch. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. He's going to run it.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
Here now, 3rd and 5. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points, but after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
It'll be a punt coming from the Vikings, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. To return is Williams, and he'll get forward a few yards on the return, and that's where the offense will take over. Devontae Smith and the rest of the Philly offense heading back onto the field. This one tight throughout, all level at 21, as they'll search for a go-ahead score. From the 25, they'll go to work, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Short throw taken in by Goddard. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Just a great example of not only the anticipation, but the instincts to go break that pass up, Mike. You can see he's clearly looking at the quarterback's eyes, and once that ball was delivered, he's just attacking it and breaking it up.
On 2nd down, Barkley. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. He'll get about 2. Linebacker Ivan Pace up to make that play. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Hurts. Looking right side. He's got a receiver. It's Smith. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. 25 yards, the pickup there. 1st down, Philadelphia.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting 1st downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
He'll take off again. And he's into the end zone. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum field. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles go up by 7, 28-21. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return is Rodgers. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Slot man in motion left. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's a run going left. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down. Now McCarthy. Going for it all. And that is incomplete.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
It'll be a punt coming up for the Vikings, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. Now fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. To throw is Hurts. Now he'll run it. That one good for 26 yards.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now Hurts. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
And on a game where it seems like this quarterback hasn't really done much wrong, that's really his most critical missed throw so far. He's had himself a really good game up until this point, but I think that's one when he goes back and watches the tape, he knows he should have had it.
On 2nd down, Hurts. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine There's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category, but the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
He'll try to run for it. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a first down.
Mike, this is the element to the position that this guy brings that's just so unique across the league. Not only the speed, but his ability to operate in the open field as a runner. It is hard for a defense to plan for a guy like this.
Hurts working in the pistol. There's the tight end, Grant Calcaterra. And he's in! Touchdown, Philadelphia.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
Elliott now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles will extend this third quarter lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Chandler now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The home team's offense ready to take over once again. They'll begin with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll go play action here with McCarthy. He'll let this go deep for Jefferson.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he'll be brought down, but what a run. Down to the 40.
There was a lot of questions surrounding this quarterback about whether his style of play from college would transfer to the NFL game. Well, his ability to create with his legs certainly has here today. We see it with his ability to escape pressure out of the pocket, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, Jones. Able to tiptoe around one tackler, but not a second. He'll be taken down for no gain right at the line of scrimmage.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. No one open, he'll drop it to his running back. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
They try and run for the first down with Jones. They'll stay on the ground. And they'll take this down right to the edge of the red zone at the 21. Reed Blankenship coming up from his safety spot to make the stop. They send him right out of the slot. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
Cornerbacks are drafted for their coverage ability. We see it year in and year out. Teams want to fortify their pass defense. But when they can come up in run support, it's just an added bonus for a defense. And this young rookie, he was one of the best picks available last year's draft, and we can see why.
He'll try and get there on the ground. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one.
Give him credit for keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but he's kind of able to find his way forward and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 4th down, it's Will Reichert time for this Viking field goal. This one from 41 yards out. Reichert's kick is good. And the Vikings are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Reichert had the field goal a moment ago. He's back out now to kick this one away. Williams now to return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. A first down throw for Hurts. That's caught left side by Goddard. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They face 2nd down and 7. Now a give on the ground, and he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Operating from the gun here. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
All these stops are great. You're trying to cut back into this deficit, find your way back into this game. But the defense can make as many stops as they want, Mike. This game's going to come down to what does their offense do when they take the field.
Here comes the Eagles punt team as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense back onto the field for their next possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Play action now. It's McCarthy. That's caught downfield by Jefferson. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
From the gun, it's a run, and it's Jones. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. To throw, it's McCarthy. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a 1st down. Up the middle, here's Jones. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
On play action, here's McCarthy. Now a deep ball toward the end zone.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. That's caught by Jones out of the backfield. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the gun, here's McCarthy. He pulls it in around the 5. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle's made here at the 3-yard line.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the 4th quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here now that it's 1st and goal.
Now, this looks like a design run. This defense back up, but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3.
You could see the quarterback, once he got this snap, he was looking for any seam, any daylight, but nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll go again from the 3. It is 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. This defense back up, but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3.
Although I would have liked to have seen them throw the ball on one of the 2 prior downs, now after getting stopped twice, Mike, they haven't gained an inch on the ground. I think on 3rd down, you have no choice but to put the ball in the hands of your quarterback and see if he can make a play through the air.
On 3rd and goal, they'll run for it. No place to run there. Good job by the D to stop him at the 2.
How about this for a goal line stand, Mike? Your back's against the wall, back-to-back plays, you hold tight. They set themselves up here to defend a 4th and goal try.
So here we go. Big spot for the rookie. This to get back to a 1-possession game. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within 1 score. So the field goal makes it a 1-score game here in the 4th quarter as they kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Eagles offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. 1st down and 10. And in motion is Brown. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Quick throw, taken in. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. A run up the middle with Barkley. And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. And they'll throw here with Hurts. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
This is the point in the game, Mike, where on 3rd down, you have to get off the field, and they do a great job. They defend everything in the pass routes, nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, but they don't keep him in the pocket. They let him escape, picks up the 1st down with his legs. They're going to be able to run more time off the clock.
Now Hurts gonna run this one himself. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
And you could tell pretty quickly, Mike, that once the quarterback started chopping his feet, that there was nowhere for him to go. Great job by the defense, not only reading quarterback run, but getting him down behind the line.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. And that ball incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. 3rd down coming up.
Every team has those vertical shots, Mike. They're on the call sheet, and they feel like they can get behind the defense. I think that was one of them, and just couldn't quite connect downfield because he had pretty good separation.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. That's complete. Tight end Goddard. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given. but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else. And I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
Justin Jefferson and this Vikings offense heading out for their next possession. This will begin at their own 13-yard line, so work to do starting with this 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And 3rd down coming up. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
And he's going to make a fair catch just beyond his own 40-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to get back at it. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
And this has been a familiar sight all day today for this defense. They have no answer for this quarterback as a runner. That last scramble puts him over 100 yards for the day.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Up the middle they go. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. Third and 5. Man in motion is Smith. On 3rd down, here's Hurts. And that is incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and that's going to lead to a 4th down.
There's a saying on defense, Mike, tips and overthrows, you've got to get those. Those got to turn into interceptions. So if you're the offense here, after you saw that ball batted in the air, man, I can promise you it felt like a lifetime waiting to see if it just falls harmlessly to the ground.
This one has plenty of leg, and it is good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. On the return is Rodgers. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense and Aaron Jones set to take over once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. This is 1st and 10. Now McCarthy. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. Here's 2nd down. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, that tip ball, I think, just saved a huge play because this offense found something. They had an open target with a lot of room to run, and unfortunately for them, the defender gets his hand on the ball, and that went away pretty quick.
They'll try and throw it with McCarthy. He's got his tight end, Hawkinson. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is McCarthy. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. That is Jalen Carter, the Georgia product, barreling in for the sack.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection. A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And that's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Cooper DeJean.
You know, Mike, what I think is interesting is we had a chance to sit down with this young player this week leading up to today's game, and it kind of felt to both of us that he had a little bit of a chip on his shoulder. He fell to the 2nd round on draft night. In his mind, he thought he was a 1st rounder. But I'll tell you what, whatever round he was drafted in, if he keeps making plays like this, there's going to be a lot of teams who are going to be kicking themselves for skipping over him on draft night.
The Eagles offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. First and 10. Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Second down and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL.